We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post. No, we won't. We're just gonna roll. We're just gonna go. All right.
Want me to open it? You got it?
No.
I mean my tool.
No, I have a tool.
She has a tool.
She has a tool. Okay.
With some units having a yellowish tinge to it, but at least my unit does not have that problem, so you get a comparable bright color system, good brightness, and great viewing angles on either of these displays. It's the age-old ecosystem debate, as the iPhone 6 Plus does pack with it iOS 8, but powering it is a dual-core A8 processor clocked in at 1.4 GHz along with 1 GB of RAM. But then, on the other hand, we have some of the best that is there to offer in the OnePlus One with the flagship standard, which is the Snapdragon 801 at 2.5 GHz backed by 3 GB of RAM. Now, while there's an obvious difference on paper, it isn't really evident in real-world performance, which is something we've expected in iPhone versus Android already. So regardless of what you do with these phones, you'll have a smooth, quick experience. The iPhone 6 Plus comes with 16, 64, or 128 GB of storage, while the OnePlus One comes in at 16 and 64 GB flavors, and neither offer the option of expandable storage. Apple did finally introduce NFC with their device, even if it is limited to just the use of Apple Pay, but also worth noting is the return of the fingerprint scanner, and that is a convenient layer of extra security which can now be used by some third-party applications in iOS 8. These are features that don't make it onto the more Spartan OnePlus One. As we move into the cameras, we find that the iPhone 6 Plus keeps the 8-megapixel rear shooter from its predecessor, though it does come with a new sensor, an f2.2 aperture lens, faster autofocus, and optical image stabilization, which is not found in its smaller brethren. Video also gets a boost as well, especially with the ability to capture slow-motion video at 240 frames per second in 720p resolution. Indeed, the modes that are available in the iPhone 6 camera application might seem quite limited, but we have found that iPhone quality in terms of this picture has been pretty good in previous iterations, and we don't expect it to change in this one. On the other hand, we have the 13-megapixel Sony Exmor RS sensor of the OnePlus One, combined with a 6-part lens construction with the f2.0 aperture, a dual LED flash, and a great software package that, in contrast to the iPhone 6 camera app, has a lot of different features which will allow for a great camera experience that is catered to the way that you want it to be. On the front, you get a 5-megapixel camera with a wide lens that enables an 80 degrees field of view, which is good for some selfie lovers out there. And finally, in software, we revisit iOS versus Android, but in the case of the OnePlus One, it is CyanogenMod 11S. It's basically a special release built specifically for the OnePlus One to take advantage of all of its hardware and features. You get a clean, minimalistic, stock-like experience